Hey guys, this is Richie Poe from Dadbot Games, and we've been playing Sons of the Forest, the early access. This game has been a lot of fun for those that are fans of the original Forest. It's a lot more to love, but I will tell you there are quite a number of bugs in early access. Now, um, when you're playing a multiplayer game or a single player game, you have a companion, Kelvin. And Kelvin's great, except sometimes he doesn't do very smart things. I've heard stories of him cutting down your tree house while you're in it. And that in itself is absolutely terrible. So let's just say, Kelvin, there can be some improvement for him. But I will tell you right now that Kelvin is absolutely amazing for gathering food, gathering logs, but sometimes the game glitches and you'll find him down the floor and you can't pick him up. Sometimes you'll come back from a mission and you'll find the cannibals killed him. Sometimes after he cuts down the treehouse that you're living in, you just get into a fit of rage and you just want to kill Kelvin. So let's just say, for whatever reason, Kelvin dies. And you realize in your fit of rage that you shouldn't have killed him. I gotta admit, he doesn't go down easy. Okay, so let's see. Kelvin is now dead, and while he's on the ground, kill him, and he's dead, right? We confirmed he's not alive. I can't pick him up in any way. I'm going to go back and save and reload this game to prove to you that he is 100% dead. And this is probably the state you've been in, and you've probably despaired over it like crazy, trying to figure out, like, how do I get Kelvin back? And many of you I know have restarted. I myself have restarted just to get Kelvin back. So let's go ahead and restart. And I will say, as we're loading up the save, that the game is still in early access. And there are quite a number of visual bugs. There's quite a number of other issues that we've encountered. There's even been cases of people being able to no clip into a wall using a rebreather underwater and swim through the map to get to where they want to get to. That's another video. That's another day. If you guys do enjoy this video and this video did help you out, please come back, throw me a like, throw me a follow. Feel free to join me, and I'll make more. This is the first of hopefully many, but it's going to be up to you folks to see if you want me to continue with this content. So, coming back in. Oh no, where's Kelvin? He's still on the map, still on the GPS. That didn't work. He looks like he's... Oh, nope, he's dead. Hey, how you doing? You alive? Can't engage with him, can't do anything. He's stuck step bro in the wall. So let's... Yeah, there's Virginia as well. Hey there, Virginia. So we've confirmed that in the save file, he's completely dead. Let's go ahead and quit. Okay. Now, what you need for this edit, this trick, is to have a text editor. You can use regular Notepad. I do recommend Notepad++. It's a little bit easier to use. But let's go ahead and switch over to the other screen. One moment. And what I'll do is I'll show you exactly what we're going to be doing here. So let me go ahead and exit the game, just so we don't have the helicopter noise in the interim. And what I recommend doing is going to the start menu. And I apologize, it's a bit of a scuffed video, but I'm sure you guys are not here for the quality of the content, but you're here for the actual material. So what we do is, if you go to the start menu and you type in the percent app data percent, and you want to type this in the run prompt. But if you type it in the search window, that works as well. And the percent app data percent will open up a brand new folder right here. Let's leave this off to the side. So this brand new folder is going to be your profile on your machine. You'll typically see Windows users and whatever login name you're using, app data, and roaming. We don't want roaming. So this game is actually held its files in local low. Then we go down to End Night, which is the producer of the game, Sons of the Forest, and you'll see here saves. And under there, you'll see typically your ID of your game. And I'm only playing multiplayer, but I will tell you this trick does work also in single player as well. So let's go to the multiplayer client. This is my save. And in the save files, you will see quite a number of files listed here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom for you. And the file that you're looking for is game state save data.json. And if you do have Notepad++ installed, you can right click it and do an open with if you're Windows 11 and just open up Notepad++. If not, you just download Notepad++ or just use regular Notepad. And you can just drag the file into the Notepad window or Notepad++ and it will open it. Now, what's interesting to note is in this file, you'll see a lot of your save data, your date, time, game ID, but what you're looking for is Robbie dead? And if you can't see the actual screen, it's because you typically have to scroll over. So what I like to do is turn on word wrap if it's not on, and you will see is Robbie dead true. You want to change this to false. And what's interesting, and let's leave it all lowercase, just want to keep it all consistent. So I will tell you the file, the next item over is Virginia dead? So you can repeat this trick for Virginia if you happen to have killed her as well. So once you go ahead and change is Robbie dead from true to false, let's go ahead and save that file. Okay, after you save that file, what we're going to do now is go back to that file window that you had open, that save file window, and you're going to look for another file called save data.json. And you do an open with Notepad++, right? And over here, you're going to want to do a Control F because this file is much, much larger. And you're looking for something that says state slash quotations, colon, and then the state you're looking for is 6. Okay? And there, if you do find, you'll find it. You'll see it's highlighted. If I do a find all in current document, you'll only see one instance of it because there's only one friendly friend that's dead. So the first file is basically saying you're revived, Robbie, which is actually Kelvin. And the second file is actually his state that he's in. So let's go back into find. You find next. And it's just only going to be one line. So let me scroll down. And you'll see state is 6. Let's go ahead and change that number 6 to the number 2, right? And what I like to do, because it's very hard to lose your point, is just move the right arrow key over. And you'll see, if you keep going, health is 0.0. So I'm going to go ahead and put that to 100.0. And then anger right now, because I killed him, is actually at 100%. He's really mad at me. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 0.0. And fear is also, because he just died, 100. I'm going to change that to 0.0. And while I'm at it, let's do a little bit of making him happy, make him full. And let's go ahead and change a couple of the statistics just to make him a little bit happier, a little bit easier to use for a little while. And I'm putting all of them to 100.0. Affection does not matter. If you notice you edit it, it'll go back to 0 anyway. And the state flags, I haven't figured out if you need it or not, but the state is what state he's in. So I'm going to put him back to a 2 state because that's the state we're actually setting him in. So let's go ahead and save that file as well on the top left-hand corner. Go to File Save just to confirm. It's grayed out. And the previous file, if you do file save, it's also grayed out. So we know we saved the file. Let's go ahead and minimize that. And we're going to go switch back over to Sons of the Forest. All right. Now the game is loading. All right, let's go to multiplayer. Going to host, continue, and you'll see my game save still there. Click on my game save. Let's go ahead and start it. Click on start. And keep our fingers crossed. If you do any sort of typos or you make any sort of mistakes, it's not going to work. But I figured I'd make a short video for all of you. Spent about an hour and a half figuring this out this morning. And if I could save you that hour and a half for a quick, I don't know, 3 to 4 minute video, I'll leave the instructions below as well. And you can walk through it step by step from the instructions. It'll be a little bit easier than just watching the entire video. But I know some of you guys, like myself, are very visual people. But if you go ahead and now we're fully loaded in. Kelvin, where are you? Are you alive? You still stuck in the fence? There you go, Kelvin, and you're happy. Hey there, Virginia. So if you look at the items, he's actually looking healthier than he did before. He's not angry with me, maybe a little deaf, but that seems to work. So want to say thank you. Maybe I saved you guys a couple of 100 hours, hopefully, between all of you and your friends that's been playing this game. You don't have to start over. You can absolutely edit the file. It's a little bit of a hack, but there have been plenty of times where Kevin has been glitched out on the floor. You can't pick him up. You come back in and he's dead. And it is the most harrowing experience after you've built hours of a base. So want to say this is Richie Poe from Dadbod Games. This is absolutely my first video. If you guys like it, if this helped you, comment, throw me a like. And if the content is great, I'll come back with the second one. Maybe you'll get lucky and I'll show you the no clip video. And now keep in mind, there's another patch coming out in a couple of days. Endgames might change the code. But right now, the config file's on your machine. Right now, you can edit. You want to bring Kelvin back to life? Go for it. Otherwise, Kelvin is dead. There's no way to bring him back. So, of course, there is a way to go back to a previous save if you have a different save file. But unfortunately, if you don't, this is the only way that you're going to bring him back. And plus, you can make him full and happy. So, Dadbod Games signing out. Peace out, Cub Scout. You guys have an amazing time playing the forest. And if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I'll see if I can get an answer to them for you. I appreciate it. You guys take it easy.